Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Looking to splash this softly onto the green.
Rich, I thought he could get this close.
That just is amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Teeing it up here at the second hole, Frank, it's a short par 3.
Yeah, it plays a little bit downhill, about half a club, Rich. There's a sort of shallow bunker in that back area, and also that green starts to reduce in size on the left side. Good par 3. Rich, it's gone.
In the hole. You do not see that every day. That, folks, is a hole-in-one. Wow.
He's gone for a little extra.
Just pulverized that golf ball. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Frank, this is a muscular par 4 here at just under 490 yards, the fourth at Quail Hollow. A difficult proposition.
It is, but fortunately that tee shot plays a little downhill. But one of the difficulties with the tee shot is the fairway kicks from right to left. So it needs a good one to keep it on the fairway, and another green that has 3 different levels.
That is classy.
A chance of going in.
Frank, how rare would this be if this putt drops?
Well, this is I'd like to say once in a lifetime, but on the odd occasion we do see back-to-back eagles, but it certainly is something to watch.
Look at this. Look at all the power in that coil. This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle. Now set to tee off at the 6th. It is a long par 3, 250 yards. We could take a little bit off for the downhill, but whichever way you look at it, it's still going to be a beefy par 3. Protected on the left by that front bunker, and if you sort of scoot one long, there's another bunker over there as well.
Pure strike, good result.
And that is close.
Getting set now over the putt. Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. Out of a short par 4-8 here at Quail Hollow, just 350 yards. Frank, players can lay it up and just hit a little baby wedge into the green, but why not go for it in one, try to make something happen?
I think both plans work well, Rich. This is one of those holes, the more you think about it, the more complicated it gets. You're going to lay it up, lay it up. If you're going to go for it, just aim at that tree and hit it down there. Just take your medicine.
Well, couldn't have done much better than that, and the eagle is looking very likely now. Shouldn't be a problem here. Not very happy with that one. So they'll tap in. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, what do you think of the ninth hole here at Quail Hollow?
Oh, I think it's a beauty, Rich. One of those long, nice drawing tee shots. 500 yards is a par 4. You have to hit a good drive down there. The fairway doesn't camber that much. The hole does dogleg to the left. Big advantage for a big tee shot here.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, it's a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. Oh, if this is up, it's good. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Frank, it's one thing to jumpstart your round. This would ignite the round.
Yeah, you don't normally see two par fives back to back, so the chances of having consecutive eagles is so rare.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. No way! He hold it, Frank.
Great pitch on.
Here we are now at the 12th, and Frank, this is a beautiful but dangerous hole, par 4.
It is in a number of ways. The hole bends gently to the right, which you'd think would favor a nice little fade, but the fairway just seems to shrink up. I've seen this fairway missed by so many good players. And plus its yardage, 450 odd. You can't really lay back too far, otherwise you've got too long for your second shot. Amazing.
Here we are at the par 3, 13th hole. It's 210 yards. What does it take here, Frank?
It's one actually where you'd rather be conservative than aggressive here. And the reason why is this green tends to roll off at the back and the front and the middle there. So it's just something that pitches more in the central part of the green is really what's required.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Settles in over the putt. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Wow, Frank, this is a really good little par 4, isn't it, the 14th?
It is, and this is where one of those strong three-woods comes in. The last 50 or 60 yards as the ball kicks down and towards the left, and it sounds like an aggressive play, but like a hard three-wood trying to run it down there is actually not a bad play.
Is it drivable?
It is drivable, but it's whether it's worth the risk.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there.
If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy thing. Now as we arrive at the par 5 15th hole here at Quail Hollow, 577 yards, Frank, I think a player has to be thinking about doing what Rory McIlroy did in 2010.
It's the last of the holes that you can really be aggressive on, Rich. So a good drive down here. I'm well aware of the fact that there's water on the left. This is a good chance to make something happen before you play the green mile.
And that's what McIlroy did. Put a tracer, then a 5-iron, knocked it in for eagle, shot 62, and won for the first time on the PGA Tour. No putter, no problem. Slams that into the cup. At last, we have arrived at the start of one of the most daunting finishing stretches in all of golf. They call it the Green Mile, 16, 17, and 18 here at Quail Hollow. The 16th is a par 4, 508 yards, Frank.
And this hole was made even more difficult when they pushed that green further left to bring the water more in play with the second shot. I mean, it's a great par 4. It's strong in every single department.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Oh, dude, that's an eagle. Frank, the 17th here at Quail Hollow. It is all you want.
And a bit more, actually. The only advantage the player has, it plays a little bit downhill. But when you look at the lake in front of you, if there's any swirling breeze out there, it just becomes a nightmare trying to choose the right club.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That will be a great look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt. Good putt. Now to the finishing hole here at Quail Hollow. Frank, what can we expect?
If there was a name for this hole, Rich, it should be called Narrows. The creek that meanders its way down the left side and actually divides that hole into really half the size of what a normal par 4 should be. That makes it hard. The bunker on the right is your bailout area, just over 290 yards to get past that, and then the narrowest green that still sits up against the lake. This is just a brutal finish.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Just a couple of feet. Not a problem from there. Right in the middle. Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well